the renewing of the mind. Now, what they may not understand, and even some in different groups may not understand and get, is that we are all a fraction of the mind, the great mind, the great source, the great all, right? So as we
Mhm.
begin to shift our consciousness into helping our sisters and our brothers and our collective family begin to renew their minds, that's how we all grow and elevate together, the renewing of the mind.
Absolutely. So, what are some of the things that you think that we can start doing, especially on this platform, to kind of start moving in that direction?
You know
Hey,
what I would
Magic.
say is from dipping and dabbling with all these different churches and all that, I would say the number one key missing element is letting people know that you really don't need nobody. It's you. It's your
Right.
personal journey, and the
journey,
church
and the
has duped
church has
people
duped people
by
by
saying, "Hey, you need the man in the pulpit to get this thing," and that ain't how that go. We need to let people know that, hey, stop looking for external uh inspiration and triggers to get you going on your journey. It's internal. So I think that's number one. Teach people how to properly regulate, meditate, and tap into self. I think that's step number one for
Absolutely.
me personally.
Yes. So, what
Hey,
I'm asking is
Lotus.
like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just came
you're
back
good.
to. Oh, yeah, I was just speaking to Lotus. Hey.
Hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing?
Hey,
Hey.
D. We're really just saying like, what do we need to do, like, as far as being on Bigo and getting more people, talking about this so that we can start spreading the word and having better discussions and things of that nature. Thank you, D.
Oh, you look so cute, Looky.
Thank you,
Oh,
D. I
thank
told
you.
her she is
That
glowing.
that hair is
Gotta-
twisting, honey.
She got the Medusa look. Now that's what I'm vibing with, the Medusa look, because when you know the
Yeah,
real story,
I twisted my hair.
when you
I
know the
still
real
have
story to that team,
the
when you know
thing in my hair.
the back hook to it, then you know that's power right there.
And
Power.
you see her on one ethers hanging out like it's coming out. It's like it's going out by itself.
Hey,
Which one? You talking
Goddess.
about this one over here? Which one you talking about? Good.
The one on this
I
side.
Thank you,
appreciate you.
D. Thank
I
you,
Yeah,
appreciate
D.
that.
Cutie cute.
when I sing Lookie's hair, I say there's
Hey,
power in the
yeah.
hair.
I
There's
want D.
power
I
in the
want D to
hair.
hear me.
Yeah.
Lotus. Wait, Lotus. I want D to hear me when I say thank you for the gift, because I can't. I
Okay.
appreciate you. I appreciate you. See, now you do my
Appreciate you as
yeah. Now I
well.
need to hear. Now I need to hear my yeah, Lotus.
I knew that's what you was working up to.
Hey, boo for a
Yeah.
booby.
Yeah, we
Uh
gotta
huh.
we gotta get a sound bite of that right there.
What's up? What's
You know
up?
what I'm
For
saying?
What's up,
real,
sis?
I love it.
That's our sound bite. Lotus and his yeah. We gotta get that.
Yeah, what I think. Yes, thank you, D.
When the inner compass
For
come
real.
on. Thank you,
Hmm.
thank you.
So,
Appreciate you,
okay.
Daddy.
As the inner compass, we have the Spirit Hospital. Majority of y'all already know you have a job at the Spirit Hospital as a nervous system regulation guide. What we're gonna do is move into phase the next phase. Who knows what phase this is? Where we're doing Go Guide Me. I already got GoGuideMe.com. If a person don't understand what Go Guide Me is, we got GoGuideMe.com. We also have GoGuideMe.online, just like we got Spirit Hospital.online. If a person needs to go through that for nervous system regulation, they can go through GoGuideMe.online. My question is, what the discussions do we need to start having on our panels to get the conversation going so we can not only get people interested in regulating themselves, but talking to their churches and seeing if their church needs these things that we're offering. Because for every person we get set up on these programs, you're going to get a percentage of that. So this is just another way for us to be making money. So
So we would actually be going in,
this is
not physically, but maybe
my
Zoom,
bad, girl.
holding Zoom conferences with different organizations and helping them
Yeah.
to get. Okay, okay,
But you
that
might
makes
know
sense.
a church and they just have to own the building and the property. As long as
Okay,
they own the building, hey, did Eve come in here? Hey Eve. As long as they own the property and the building, then we can work with them, get them some funding. This funding normally is like it's tied into property tax, so they only got to pay it once a year. It's not a regular type of loan that these churches get, but it helps them not only make their church more energy efficient, which most churches don't know anything about solar energy. Hey, Ava, or how to have an energy efficient HVAC system or what to do to help the community be more energy efficient as well. I mean, we could even help them start composting spaces, for their communities. It's a lot of stuff we can do to help these churches help themselves.
yeah. Now I will say this. I think right now they're dealing with membership issues, so they're probably
Correct.
gonna want some assistance with that as
And we can
well.
help them with membership because what we want to do, we're going to help the churches. I also want to start a little show called Worship Rescue, so help them get people back in the church. The church
Looky,
has to change. Uh-huh.
Papa said his family has a church.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Do they own
yeah.
the
Yep,
bill?
in the comments.
Do they own the property? Because if they own the property, man, we
He
can.
said yes, and I have a couple of cousins in New York that own churches too. So if you give me the information, I can give it to them.
It's really about us sitting down with the church and talking to them about what they want to have done. Then we have our
Okay.
building assessors go out there and, assess the whole thing. Because the last church, we got them approved for $35 million. So, like, it's just about what we do. Once we get you approved, then we go over how do we make this money back, like the different programs we
Hmm.
establish at the church so that they are able to generate that capital so they don't have to worry about paying back that loan. Because, like I said, most loans are like 30 years and it's a property loan. So
I
it
know y'all
stays with
seen
the
that show.
property.
Y'all seen that show with
So,
people going to restaurants and
do,
stuff
hey,
and
mister,
help
do
them
you think
fix things up so that
that your
their finances are better.
your family would be interested in something like that because it's really just to help expand the church and to help the church get into the community and being able to offer more programs to the community like feeding the homeless, um different feeding programs, different like programs for like the children, like starting little camps and stuff like that, and just maybe because charter schools, there's a lot of charter schools looking to get into churches, and they pay like a monthly fee to be inside churches. So it's just so many different things that can be done. So
Now, are
let
we
me
looking for a
know,
particular? Are we looking for a particular size church? No fronts qualify or no?
No. No,
Okay.
it doesn't matter. It's just based off of the church and the property. So, and it goes from there. Like we sit down, we break down all the numbers with them. We introduce with programs. So, because we're going to be bringing the Spirit Hospital into the church. You know what I'm saying? So, that right there is going to be able to generate funds and things for the church as well. Plus, churches are 501c3s, so we can get them different grants and fundings that they can also implement into their church because they're nonprofits, but they still need to have something that is bringing in capital to the church, which is not tithes and offerings. Okay, we're not talking about a church running off of tithes and offerings. Anything the church should be getting through tithes and offerings should be going to the community to help them pay their rent, to help them pay their bills. You know what I'm saying? Like the church is there
Yeah.
to help the community, being a steward for the community. So how can my family contact you? Okay, I'ma just DM you and you could just contact me directly because we're working directly with the churches. So yeah, and I can get everything set up, and we can move from there. So
Talk about it Tuesday.
who that be?
I don't even know what it is.
Box
Hold on.
five. We know what we gonna do.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay.
Let me go to yours.
Cam
See,
up.
this is why I don't be having
Okay.
all these
Too bad.
boxes open. I know. Let me go ahead and shut some of these boxes. But yeah, I'm telling y'all. So since y'all already working with me on different things, this is
How you
another
gonna
thing that
take?
we're
How you
going
gonna
to.
take my shot? I thought I shot him at Lotus.
Oh, you got to be quicker than that.
Oh yeah. Quick draw McGraw. Yes, you is. You quick draw.
But just so y'all
Sorry,
know,
sorry, Licky.
this
Go
is
ahead.
no, you're good. This is another lane that we're creating. Okay, ain't nobody doing this. Ain't nobody going into the churches to try to teach the churches how to be better, how to bring money into the church, how to teach them how to have capital and stop using tithes and offerings to try to run your church. Nobody's doing this for churches. So this is what we are going to do. Okay, if a church gets a $35 million loan and you get what's 1% of 35 million? Okay,
Uh,
so like,
yeah. What, 350,000?
but that's just
Mm-hmm.
1%. You're definitely gonna
Yes,
get more
1%.
than 1%.
That you
Mm-hmm.
that
So
You
question
about 5 to 10%.
that
so
you want to
this
introduce to that you
go
want to
ahead.
introduce to that you want to introduce to the church and the way you want to move with the community. Is the church going to allow you to do it that way?
Yes, the church is going to allow a struggling church. We're helping the community, something they should already be doing.
Right.
So once we get up in there, and then the way they get money yearly, depending on how much money they're gonna get. So we already have it budgeted where the money is gonna go, what programs it's going to, and then it's going to get paid out in that way. So there's so many different things that we can do with these churches, but the churches have to be willing to do some changes and being more energy efficient and having more clean energy efficient building is going to help
Right.
the church save money in itself.
What would be the
So
worst scenario? What would be the worst scenario in this situation? What would be our worst scenario? Coming in as a church into a church, introducing something that should be done that hasn't been done. What's the worst
I
scenario for
mean,
us?
really, if they own the property and the building, then there is no worse scenario for us. Okay, because the loan, like I said, goes with the building and the property. So
So
even
the
if
loan
they
is tied to
sold,
the property. Got you.
yeah, so even if they
Yeah.
sold the church, we still working on what we're working on for the church.
As
So
long as
there's,
we're good.
yeah, your only worst scenario is getting a scary church that doesn't want to really build or help the community. So,
Copy that.
because we're basically giving them all the programs and things that they need to make
Get it up and work.
step
Get it up and
by
walking.
step.
Hmm.
We're giving them everything step by step. We're giving them the resources. We're giving them everything. So like all they got to do is follow instructions so that
Copy that.
not only can they make their church better, they can actually help the community. So,
Copy that.
because we're
Understand.
doing this for the community through the churches. Oh, excuse me. Through the churches, yes, but it's for the community because the community needs the churches to operate at its full capacity, which is for the community. Like that's what these churches are for. So, and that's what we will be doing it for. If y'all got any questions about that, just let me know. It is the next phase that we're going through. So, like I said, y'all can go to GoGotMe.com just to see what I'm talking about as far as the program itself. Okay.
Okay.
But we're gonna have 3 different websites. So if I have to create a training website, that'll be the other Go Got Me site. So one is gonna be for them, for the people to sign up for nervous system regulation. So this is another way for us to be bringing in money. Okay. We already got the nervous system regulation guide. Now we're gonna involve the churches. If you get a church signed, you're gonna get a percentage from that. So that's just another way for you to make some money. Plus, if you got to get hired on for the church to help them implement the programs that we're going to be doing, it just depends on if this is a local church for you. You might have to they might have to hire you to hire everybody else. But the point is, this is another lane that we're creating. We're not doing nothing that already exists. Everything we talking about don't exist. We're doing this. So dust off y'all's church vernacular, cause all y'all know how to talk to some Christians. So now we're just gonna implement the energy efficiency with helping the community through the churches. So if you feel like somebody would be very good at that because all they do is talk about churches, but they need another way to make some money while also helping churches and helping the community, this is gonna be the way to go. So anybody got any questions?
Yep.
No. All right. Well, let me just show y'all this website since nobody has any questions real quick. Because I know somebody.
Talk about it too.
Here is the website. I just gotta make sure I ain't got nothing crazy about to appear on my screen. Go God me.com. Power the church, strengthen the property, heal the community. This is Capital Assessment Consultants, and we are helping churches and property owning organizations fund for clean energy upgrades, infrastructure improvements, and community empowerment. We are partnered with Commissary is Very Necessary, is the 501c3 that we have. Y'all know the Spirit Hospital, and then this is Go God Me. We're all working together. Okay? All the information is right here. What we're doing, all right here. See that? Solar energy systems, energy efficient HVAC, roofing upgrades, energy storage solution, water efficiency system. So we know that Native knows how to do a lot of these things. So we're going to be talking about a lot of energy efficient things just so we can also prep y'all on how to talk to these churches. But these are the different programs we can include into the church's youth mentorship programs, herbal medicine workshops, emotional wellness sessions, because we're going to start doing our wellness retreats. So, y'all, we about to be doing some things. Y'all think I'm playing, but I'm not. So, hopefully, y'all not playing either.
Hmm.
All right, well, the floor is open. Anybody got anything to say? Y'all quiet.
I'm at work and my background is really loud, so I can't.
Okay, yeah, Eve, you're excused. busy, you're at work.
But I
Mister,
am
how you
super
feeling?
excited. That was beautiful. I actually was looking it up while you were showing everybody as well. But I'm gonna go on mute because I know my background loud as hell.
I mean, I'm doing this for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have products. The Spirit Hospital and y'all's products will be combined together. So you will have salespeople working for y'all, pushing y'all's herbs. Um, so I don't know how y'all want to do that, but I will implement it in our NRSGs when they're talking to people. It'll tell them exactly what they need to say to push certain herbs, which will be, hey, Sakina, majority of the time the detox. Because we just want people to do a detox, get them parasites out, get them cleansed so we know that it's you talking to me, not the parasites talking to me. So
Hmm.
it'll be all in what I give you for that person. So when a person signs up and I'm like, hey, Lotus, here's your person. This is everything that you need. Me and So Truth's been practicing together so that I can give y'all everything y'all need so y'all can just read it verbatim if you need to. But all the information is there for y'all. So I'm trying to go to the next step as I feel like marketing to these churches, we're going to get a lot of interest in what we're trying to do, but it's not just for the churches, for the congregation as well. So I don't really know how the marketing is going to work because I'm going to be doing it globally, but we're not all global, but we're all spread out. So we'll see how that works as far as if I get a place in Georgia, and it's in Atlanta, who gonna be the one that's gonna go to Atlanta and speak to the church? Like a lot of the stuff that we're gonna do will be through Zoom. So it really will just be the building assessment. That's gonna be the most important thing because we're going to have to do that for the churches to know exactly, what it's gonna cost and what money we can get for them, and then what your percentage is gonna be because your percentage comes from the total amount that we're going to get for the church. So, so this is a new thing, I know. So, I will probably have like a whole training for this because, like I said, this ain't nothing that exists. But we like creating our own lanes. We don't want to be. I'm not out here to compete with nobody. These jobs are jobs that I'm creating for us. And then nobody else can say, oh, you need your certification to do this. Oh, we created the certification. So you already started off with it. And people be
Come
like, what
on
do
now.
you do? You know what I'm saying? What you do for a living? And now you got a job certifying people to do something that we created. That's what we talking about.
Yeah. Well, like I told you a while back, my I guess you can call it a gift with finance and business that I can look over someone's finances personally and see areas in their business where they can tighten up, where it's lacking, and where they're bleeding money. Just kind of like intuitively. I don't have no certification or training in it. It's just natural. Numbers are my thing. So.
Well,
Mhm.
a lot of people need that. So we're definitely going to use your gifts that you have naturally for even people who now have businesses who need to tighten up and know what they need to do to take their businesses to the next level. Because that's what we're here for. We got multiple resources to help everyone. And that's what we're trying to do. So I know a lot of y'all are waiting for this business where you could just work from home. That's what this NSRG business is. I'm just trying to expand it in a way so we can really start getting people in and making this money, and y'all don't have to worry about income, especially on this end. Y'all know y'all making some money over here. So if no one else has any
Looky.
questions, uh-huh.
Oh, it's not a question. I just want to know when is we're gonna have the next family meeting? Do you know?
Um, Do y'all think we need to have one like every week or once a month? Cause I was thinking once a month, but
Okay.
if y'all want one twice a
Well,
Um.
I would say once a month unless something pressing or something needs to be discussed.
right, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So we probably won't have one for another week or two.
Well, I'm gonna put something in the chat in the WhatsApp then that I had on my mind.
Right. Everybody just make sure you in the WhatsApp because it goes down on the back end. And if you're not in that WhatsApp chat, I cannot tell you what happened. Okay, like it is just you gonna have to go back and look, okay, because it all happened there.
It's going
So
down in the back end.
yeah, it be going down, but
Hmm.
we are about making moves. So like the wellness retreat, that is something that we want to do. So if you're interested in doing anything at the wellness retreat, hey Stormy, just let me know what you want to do at the wellness retreat. Because between the wellness retreats and everything else we're going to be doing, so I was telling everybody about the next phase with the Go God Me and the churches and how we're trying to bring more energy efficient solutions to churches to help them with their capacity and their membership. So we have our own training for that. So we're going to be going into that. So it's definitely a money making opportunity for us, but we do need to know how to present it to the churches because all of y'all still know a lot of people in church. So those are our clients as well, especially for nervous system regulation, because everybody needs to get regulated. So yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Because I really want us also to have a couple of our girls do some videos. You know what I'm saying? We can make a lot of money if we do like some workout routines and we get Stormy to do a couple of videos doing some
Oh, that'll be
workout
dope.
routines
Yeah.
and Roho do some videos and then they can pay for that membership through our website. And guess
And when
what? We making more money.
and when it come on, the little voice clip will say, "Stormy Wata."
Yeah, so it's so many things we can do. We can record. We got phones now. We just gotta record it and upload it, and I can put all of it together. So we
Right.
can make some money doing things. We know people need to lose weight. We got the detoxes. We can set up a workout, little routine, little membership. They can sign up and we can just split the money in the family or just start a family pot. So when we do want to take a trip, we got like $5,000 in the family pot. So that can pay for everybody's tickets and stuff like that. Like we can just build as a family like we want to. And if people want to branch out and do other things, we gonna help you branch out. So I just want us, this is Women's Month. So I want the women to do their spoken word thing so we can get that out this month. And, just have a little splash for the inner compass because we're not like the rest of these families on Bigo. Like, we're really about supporting each other. And if we got to talk about something, we're going to talk about it. Like we ain't
Hmm.
nobody's feelings about to get hurt over here just because you may have said something that rubbed somebody the wrong way. We can talk about that and get over it. It ain't that difficult. We got bigger fish to fry, and we ain't even started battering the fish up yet. So like, I'm not worried about nothing that's going on that people think they gonna push us off. We just got started. We only 2 weeks old. 2 weeks. So this ain't even the beginning of whatever we got coming. We got so much more coming. I mean, even with the wellness retreat, when we get enough, of course we're gonna buy land. That means we're gonna have to start building our own facility. Then Mister gonna be right there with his plans on how to build it. Like we got plans, y'all. Like this is just the
Yes.
beginning. So like it's only the start of what we got going. So let's not let nobody's drama. If they gotta talk about it, come to talk about it Tuesdays in Beezy's room, 6 p.m. and talk about it. Cause that's the only place we gonna talk about it. We ain't pulling up to your room. No, we're not about to do none of that foolishness. Just you know where to find us. We telling you where to find us. Come holler at us then. You Stormy rubbed you the wrong way. Come talk about it there. You know, like we know how to talk. We grown. We ain't got no issues. But we damn sure about growing and healing. And that doesn't just include us. It's outside of us too. And this church thing, that's our next phase.
Yeah, talk about it. And if you tell us that Lotus done cussed your ass out, we're gonna ask you what'd you do, because he don't do that.
So, Stormy, what's kind of some ideas you got that for discussions we should start having on Bigo to get these Christians in discussions with us?
um, that will get them in discussion. Um, Dang, where do we start? I think like personal self accountability, right? Because a lot of Christians do not hold themselves accountable. They usually outsource their accountability and they choose to give it up. But if we can have the conversation so that they can better understand that they still have to do the work, they can do all things through Christ who strengthens them, but God, like their God is still giving them that strength so that they can do something. You get what I'm saying? It's not going to be done
Yeah.
for them, and I think that they have been shown that they don't need to do anything. And I really think that we really need to highlight that to help. Nobody's saying, you know, oh, Christianity is horrible. You're horrible. No, like let's utilize the doctrine that you're utilizing and see how it is holding you accountable for how you are as a human being. Because that
Right.
actually is going to get you closer to Christ consciousness. We can speak their language fluently, you know so I think that we can have these conversations without them feeling like they are being defensive, but just sharing, this is how I've seen it and this is what I applied myself, and this is how it has helped type deal. And I think that would build a level of trust to create that correlation. And then sometimes we can get the belt out, after, trust is established about some other things and, rock like that. That's my
I
opinion.
like that. I like that. Go ahead, love.
Now, in lieu of what Stormy was saying, now we got to understand that uh, Christianity in itself is no accountability. You really ain't got to do no, the way it's been taught anyway. You really ain't got to do no work. Just believe in Jesus, and you all good. So
Mhm.
we gonna understand that we're gonna shake the foundation of that whole thing by coming with, hey, you got to put this work in, this, that, and the third. So I think maybe step number one, see, you kind of not okay. It's all in pure love and intentions, right? How we move. But I think that if we introduce this thing as, hey, you're gonna make some money, you're gonna help the community, blah blah blah, and then bring in the shaking of the foundation on the back end. We can't open up the conversation with that. So yeah, you gotta change this, change that, put this work in, yada yada yada. So I think that we kind of just got to be aware of how we approach it. Yeah.
Right, that's why we're having a conversation now because we're not trying to condemn anything. So that's why I
Yeah.
don't think we're gonna get crucified because we're not
And we're gonna be
crucifying.
fine. We're gonna be fine because we're very friendly, like we all, that was our stopping ground. So we definitely still honor and pay homage to it. You know what I'm saying? We just advance, but we don't have to belittle them. We know how to accept it. We know how to speak all them scriptures. We know how to do all that. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to force somebody to believe something they don't want to believe. We can still help them. You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
truly, I ain't gonna
So,
lie to you. When I first thought about it, I was saying send Reverend Beasley in there with the belt, and with that
yeah,
whip spiritual ass all over the place.
yeah.
That's my original thought. But
Hey,
no,
Sundays. Come on Sundays. You'll see how we'll do it. How we doing it on Sundays is how we can do it there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I just want
Oh,
us to have
I'm
a
excited.
we know what our purpose is,
Hmm.
our purpose isn't to destroy the Bible, okay?
Hmm.
It's to show the misinterpretations of the Bible, how people are interpreting it for their own meaning, which is taking away the true healing mechanism that the Bible is
Right.
supposed to be there to give.
Hmm.
And in the meantime, that they need to regulate themselves and go to Go God Me that online
Yep.
and get some regulation.
And
Hmm.
So,
remember,
you know, this
remember
is
a
just
lot.
another.
Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just remember, y'all. Like a lot of it's not the Bible, it's the religion, it's the conditioning in people's minds. So a lot of people who are preaching out the Bible or are projecting off their unhealed wounds. You see what I'm saying? Instead of actual being healed. But if you're healed and you start using that Bible, it's going to make a lot more sense, and it's going to be a much easier, much freer for them to use. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to add. That make sure that y'all know that a lot of people who are preaching, I don't think it's even intentional, but some of them are making money off of it. But a lot of them are because they're healed. Their wounds are not healed yet, so they're actually going off of the wrong perspective. So I just wanted to add that part too.
Right.
Yeah.
So we will also have the Go God Me that site. So all of our lives for the next couple of times that y'all go live, just kind of make it something along that topic so that I can start putting it on this website so that we can start promoting some of the things that we're talking about and just opening up the mindset of where we're trying to go with that because ultimately we are pushing people to regulate themselves. So I don't want to leave out a whole group of people because we're talking in a way that seems like we're not talking about what they're talking about, but we definitely are. So okay. Well,
Tuesday.
everybody getting all quiet and stuff. I still got a whole nother hour, y'all. Like, we're not
Okay.
about to do this to me today.
So we
Not
still gonna
today.
talk about it Tuesday, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's like you said, anybody got anything they want to bring forth? They got any issues? Not us, but if anybody got issues with us or with Looky, hey, come to my panel. But we
I
definitely got a
Man,
whole
y'all got.
lot.
mean, they could get the
I was
word
about to say
out.
y'all got to spice it up a little bit. We got a whole another 2 hours to go.
Not up in here. That was
He tried to
funny.
fit them in.
I mean, he really did. He tried to put in a whole nother hour on me. Like, what?
But,
Okay, I it's one question that's been puzzling me for years and years and years. How they could contradictorily be, they could read in the book, and the book can tell them where to find the Most High. You feel me? Where to find the temple, you know, the temple is within, or whatever. They'll read it, but then they'll still be able to be brainwashed into thinking that there is something external or something outside waiting on them. It's just a contradiction for me. So that's what
Well,
I want. How is it that you can read it and it'll tell you that the kingdom of God is found within? You're right. You feel me? But then you'll read it and you won't accept it. You're waiting for someone like the pastor to tell you this whenever he's not going to tell you, because he's skipping around that part. You'll never probably really hear that sermon in church. You won't, about finding the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God is found within. You won't find that really. They don't preach on it. They're not gonna sit there and just bash that in your head or whatever whenever they're trying to tell you to follow somebody else. They're not gonna do that. So that was just
Right.
my question.
Well, I can personally tell you, coming from ministry, you wouldn't believe how many people own a Bible and never read it. That's the problem. They don't read for themselves. And then preachers conveniently teach around or preach around those type of things. They will never tell you,
Exactly. That's what I right. I
yes,
agree.
that the
Right.
king that
Exactly.
Jesus said that the kingdom is at hand and it's within you. They would never tell
Right.
you that
They don't
Jesus
have.
himself said and reference back to Psalms that you are God's.